Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how... Chance for a shot! Thuram. Oh, what has happened here? Tries to play it through. And it's Xavi. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Knocks it out wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Picked out Bridge, shot a goal! Oh, well played, exemplary that. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Iniesta! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Dembele makes a dash for it. Big chance! And he's found the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. It's Neymar! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Space for him to turn and look. Couldn't squeeze it through. Olise. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
In with the challenge. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, terrible pass. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Barcelona have their lead. 30 minutes gone. Looking tidy in possession here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. Puyol. Iniesta. Now it's Messi. Ernest. Valverde. Oh, good spread. And it's Neymar. Xavi. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now there's a fine ball. Olise has created one goal already. Just past the 40th minute mark. And this is Messi. Shoots! No, just not quite. Valverde. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Suarez. Oh, important interception. Ernest looking to add to his goal. Neymar.
2 minutos de descuento.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Vieira. And here's Suarez. Olise. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Park Ji-sung. Puyol. Olise. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking to play him in. Belletti. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele! It's... Oh, in he goes again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a...
Oh, shooting chance! Fantastic from Olise! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers. Quite a game this, all square again. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from...
And the shot! It's a loose... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And another try! They've got to be quick to recover this. Now it's Shevchenko. Ernest. Well, what about it? Madrid have come back from the very brink. Dembele? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Belletti. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. Oh, it's come loose. Vieira. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Nedved. That's been slipped through. Valverde. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Shevchenko. Now who's going to be first to this? Valverde. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. And reclaimed it in a trice. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Park Ji-sung. And this is Shevchenko. Shot, surely! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And they're back on the ball again. Vieira. That's good running with the ball. Hoeneß going face-to-face with his great rival. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Jordi Alba picks it up out wide. Zanetti. Now it's Nedved.
Barcelona really can't.
Zanetti is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Time for a change in personnel.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 9 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
He cuts out the supply.
El dorsal
And it's
38,
Dembele.
el dorsal
Bruno
23.
Fernandes. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Roberto Baggio.
Habrá
It's
2
Park
minutos de
Ji-sung.
descuento.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Roberto Baggio. And the shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf.
And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal! And this is Cruyff. Well, that's an excellent interception. Nicely aimed pass. Valverde. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafael Varane. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, super ball. Chance, surely! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now that's well seen too. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. This might spell danger. Valverde looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And he's been shifted off it. That has ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Madrid are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Tries to pass it through. Messi. Not the most accurate pass.
Troyes are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, can he get onto this?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's come to nothing. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Big chance! It's fallen kindly here. And that has fair fizzed. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Valverde. Looking for option. And a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Troyes have the chance. Great chance! Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Showing good feet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, nice touch. Good ball, good take. Maicon ventures forward. Maicon's cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he can clear it away. Cruyff driving forwards.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's been hooked away. Valverde is the team's great visionary. Picked out brilliant. Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh! And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Madrid trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Madrid can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Maicon. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Cruyff. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Olise receives it in a good position here. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Mateus. Cruyff finding himself in space. The pass has gone astray. And it's Maicon. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Rijkaard, tidy with his distribution. Ah, he's given it away. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Pete.
It's Dembele! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Madrid restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Valverde. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that has not gone well. Mateus.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Costa Curta. That's beautifully weighted. Vinicius Junior is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Valverde. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. So no flag here. Oh, well played, well played. Corner number 2 then. Costa Curta getting this one clear. He slings it in. That'll be a throw. And he's picked it up out wide. And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And it's hoisted clear.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And the shot! And how did he not put that away? Costa Curta is there, and he can pick it up. Mbappe. Oh, this is a very good run. Maldini. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
It's just beyond his reach.
5. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bruno Fernandes. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a threatening ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's travelling a long way. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Played out wide. He's quick to return it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Azar. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Puskas.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out for a throw. Puskas. It's a searching pass. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's Gattuso. And there's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thuram. Here's Vieira. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Good read, needed to be.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically...
Oh, good effort! He scored! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bruno Fernandes. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Flings in across. Tries to get it clear. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now this could be a chance. And that's an excellent interception. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Searching pass he's played there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Puskas. Can he get it through? He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Seedorf pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, he's got space here. Gattuso. Now it's Kaká. Pele receives it in a good position here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Bruno Fernandes. Kaká. Now it's Puskas. Azar. And it's Kaká. Good chance here! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Goes for a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Madrid's coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid's just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Ended up in no man's land. Kaká gets on his bike and on the move.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Madrid do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, super ball! Madrid have reclaimed it. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then, takes a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target. Seedorf. This is promising. Pele gets into a good position. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. And here's Azar. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's the keeper's ball.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Nicely shaped ball. Vieira. And here's Bale. It's Bale! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
And it's Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now he's running away. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale. He has found the way through. Bale! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, important interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Dembele. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? It's a threat. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
He's having a pop! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Just 5 minutes left. Can he get on the end of this? Now here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Looking to play him in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rijkaard. Rafael Varane. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Varane gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. Gattuso. Kaká. Aimed beyond the defence. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Valverde. And here's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Vieira. He shifted it to the flank. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. And so welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's there to belt it away. Olise. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Gattuso wins the duel this time. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Dembele. Threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is well cleared. Bruno Fernandes. That's beautifully weighted. Shoots! Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rafael Varane to Thuram. Seedorf. Olise. Vieira. So what can they make of this? Now it's Pelé. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Madrid are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
That pass has been well intercepted. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Thuram. There's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Vieira. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Brilliantly cut out. Check sends that a long way. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Bellingham. There he goes, motoring forward. And there's the shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Thuram. Rafael Varane. Gattuso. And it's Gattuso. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's Dembele, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Thinks one through. That's a decent clearance. And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. Well, now here's a good battle. It's Pelé! Lovely feet. Driven in, punched away. Can he get it through? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Gattuso clears without hesitation. Knocks it out wide. Thuram. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Gattuso. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Madrid up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. We're already back up and running after half-time. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest... It's Asa! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Platini. Gattuso. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Maldini goes long. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. And this is Dembele. Pele. Platini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. He's found a way through. Platini!
Platini clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's having a shot! That's a shade optimistic. So we've reached the hour mark. Vinicius Junior tries one from range. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. Bale to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Thuram does really well to win the ball there. And this is Puskás. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Olise. Olise will not want to lose out. He's having a hit! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Bruno Fernandes, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Azar. Now it's Platini. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's going across goal. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know,
And Puskás! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rijkaard tries to clear.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Bale. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance! And no mistake! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining, game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, this poses a very...
Bruno Fernandes! That's put paid to the danger. That's a cute ball. Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Thuram, Puskás chasing after it. Vinicius Junior, he's shifting through the gears here. Now there's a find. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And the ball's come loose. And another try! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that was extravagant. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And we are already back underway. Madrid conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Pass has gone astray. That should get the job done.
El dorsal 19, cambio de jugadores.
Deco really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vieira. And it's Deco. Good take, and is he in? Deco. And a chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And Hullet! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Bellingham. And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Tries to play it through. Kaká. Seedorf. Gattuso. It's Seedorf. And it's Gattuso. Goes for goal! And how did he not put that away? It's their second corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Hangs in a cross. And that has been cleared. Deco. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, good take in a good area. Not a hint of offside here. That's going to go a long way. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5 será
Exhaustion,
sustituido por
physical
el
and
dorsal
mental.
30.
Will we find a winner?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Great ball, and he's in here. It's Bale! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Ribéry. Vieira shows great strength.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Just eases him off the ball. Ferry attempts a clearance. Van Bronckhorst did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Bronckhorst. Corner given. Manchester United have their third corner. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Great vision.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kaka. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. Bale.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Ball is over the line. De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele in acres of space out wide. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
All hands on deck for this one. Ribery with the short one. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. Messi is over the first kick. No, he clatters the post!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Pele, the next man to walk up to the spot.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Visten to level matters. Wonderful poise and placement.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
So on to the second man. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Madrid feeling the pressure.
Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
We're on to number 3 here. Never in doubt.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Madrid looking to keep step. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Kaka is the 4th man to step up.
I suspect he's just overthought that, Peter. Ah, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Vinicius Junior with the last of the first 5 penalties. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
This to stay in it. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
The margin of error is 0. And that will do it.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. And here's Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. Elise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Opts for safety. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. And they're back on the ball again. Pato's selection here is, of course, entirely logical. There are so very many looking forward to seeing him here.
Couldn't agree more, Peter, when you consider how much he brings to the table. We all know about his qualities on the ball, but what I like in particular are his two signature moves, the diagonal runs he makes into the box at full pace, and then the runs.
Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Marcó en el minuto 16 el dorsal 20.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Played out towards the right wing. That is a brilliant interception. And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. Lofted in. Loose ball now. In he goes again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid have a free kick. Looking to play him in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that was very necessary. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Check, gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nice control. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he cuts out the supply. Elise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Elise. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Madrid are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. And he's being shifted off it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, good take in a good area. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills. Vinicius Junior! And it's been hooked away. Bellingham. Kicks out, brilliant, shoots! And this could be the final action of the first half. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Olise with the short one. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Played out to the left flank. And it's Dembele. Gattuso. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Madrid have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nicely worked. Oh, important interception. Played into space. That's beautifully... Olise! Oh, he's hit the bar! Thuram gets it away. Maldini. Vieira. And this is it's Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's good defending, very good defending.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Nice bit of trickery. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Dembele. That's very neat. Dembele! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pinches it off him. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior! And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Pato. Now it's Pele.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's Pato! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dembele, he's having a pop! James attempts a clearance. Now it's Platini. And this is Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And he's looking to catch him up. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, well played, well played. Olise. Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. Well read, and the danger is averted. Olise. He's beaten the last man. Bruno Fernandes makes a dash for it. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a good foot in there. Now it's Platini. Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. Bellingham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a fine interception. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, it's Dembele. Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. Vieira stood up well to him there. Now he's got space here. Pato in acres of space out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Hoisted in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's forced to go back. Madrid, moments now away from seeing this one out. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh no, this does not look good. Varane is there to clear. And here's Olise. Well, there's the clearance. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that is that. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they...